not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Greetings, my goblin nation! Welcome to the review of your life! Maybe not for your life, but maybe something that was before your life. You never know! Because this was the 80. Oh my god, I'm going down. No, not to hell. I don't want to go to hell. No, want to stay on heaven, earth. Anyway, so this was Hellraiser. It was a big thing, man. When it came out, everybody wanted to watch this. I mean, if you're not a little bit tipsy, because this makes horror to the next level back then. Kind of thing. But after seeing Colors of Space, this was like, I think Colors of Space had like way more disturbing things, but also that was like in the present, like 2018 kind of thing, so the CGI was way better kind of thing. Even though this is still like a little messed up, a little disturbing. That's why I never watched it, because it was really disturbing. I tried watching it in 2005, I think, or 2006, I don't remember. But I hid it and was like, okay, let's watch. Oh my god! Kind of thing. It was that kind of thing. So I was like, no way. I'm gonna watch this again every time soon. But then I was like, looked at this documentary or this like 7 things about Hellraiser, and I was trying to watch like, I want to watch one more horror. I love. What I love. I already said this before. Like the most impressive thing in horror is the lore about it. There's always this dark, morbid lore in this kind of thing. Demons from hell, a killer that became a kind of psychopath, always coming back. The space or aliens out of space that are like these creatures that have this whole kind of nest going on Earth, like this. Lore mostly times it's like so much more fascinating in horror movies than the most kind of thing. It's why I watch mostly horror. Sometimes I get bored of the soft pieces, that kind of thing. Sometimes even the characters are like, yeah, but the lore behind it is always so amazing most of the time. And that what can the thing, like even Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn was this movie. Cannibals in the first time, but the second time they did this tribe, and this tribe was so interesting. Oh, what's interesting, my man! I love it! So this interesting part kind of thing, and I was like, okay, kind of thing. That was interesting kind of thing. Not just cannibals, they're tribes, and in those tribes kind of thing, they want it's like this explorer of lore people that. Felt like evolution was not the way to go, and if an apocalypse happens, they would survive and they would be ready for that kind of world. And they can able to survive. I like that mystery of kind of thing is so awesome. Then you got this movie that goes to like, here's a box, a puzzle box. I'm glad I'm not good with puzzle boxes when it comes to this one. You know, we had to like. How was that called? The escape room. That was in the beginning a little bit boring. I thought it was just like an escape room kind of thing. They have to figure out. They kill the bad guy, that kind of thing, and that would be the end. It ends up there is the whole corporation. What made it much more interesting, and yeah, that's what I like about it. Like with this interesting kind of thing. Now there's this puzzle box, and Frank, you know Frank. That kind of thing, he knows about, but Frank is not the best person, and he dies. He gets ripped apart by kind of after the thing by Pinhead and his friends. Pinhead and his friends, and he gets ripped apart with all those hooks kind of thing. For this, I feel like in this era they have to do more better than that, and a few hooks. I mean, he makes Jigsaw look. Jigsaw can do that much better. He did some good traps that even Pinhead. If you want to say, because there was also somewhere down the line that I heard, there was they wanted to Hellraiser versus Michael, what was his name? Michael Myers. So like those two killers, but it would not really work. What I would have loved to see, I know I'm not going into the movie yet, but what I would have loved to see was Pinhead versus Springtrap, you know, that from Michael Afton kind of thing, because he got tortured, he got kind of thing, he got into a trap, having him. That would be a cool killer to have against Springtrap kind of thing. Somebody that keeps on being tortured, keeps on getting out of the hell, able to keep his soul kind of thing from, that would be a cool thing. But also, Freddy Krueger would be a cool thing. He's already a demon kind of thing. Would be a kind of thing. But anyway, so this, so he got tortured, but somehow Frank got him thrown apart, dragged to hell. But he came back, boy! He came back. He got somehow resurrected. Somehow he got kind of back, but he's like half dead, like half this fetus kind of thing, like Freddy Krueger has been the kind of thing, and he tries to get to life, and he does the step. I don't know really who. Well, this woman and this guy. This guy was his brother lived here. The brother of Frank. He has also a daughter, and then there is his wife, but it's not his original wife, so the girl is not the same thing. Anyway, so but apparently Frank has had this thing for that woman, and now she finds out about Frank, that he's still alive, but he's like almost dead kind of thing. He's almost is like kind of thing, and he's like, I need some food, I need to feed off your soul. And she's like, first she wanted to not do it, but then eventually she kills her first, like pray. She prays with her body, hunt them to death, let them kill them. And that's how he starts to get manifest into more body. He gets a body. But then, you know, the daughter finds out, and she finds out about some stuff, and then Frank is very much like this pervert uncle. The girl is like 26 years old, so it's more kind of the thing. But either way, he's still like kind of messed up, and I was like, I have seen pain, I know what pain is, and I kind of think it's like what you think. I also love that he still is in pain. It's like, you cannot have me in pain. Somehow I can. And she escapes. It's like, who are we gonna tell? The cops, they're not gonna believe you. They're not believing you over me. That would be insane. Anyway, then she escapes, has this box, and she opens the box at first, and when she opens the first time the box, she goes into this labyrinth kind of thing, and she goes there, and then there is this creature, a scorpion kind of thing, but also baby face kind of thing, and on a wall kind of thing, and comes towards her, and she's like, "Run, fucking bitch! I have to run!" She runs back, right, the door closes, and you still hear the kind of thing. She tries to get it back kind of thing. Eventually she opens it more, and Pinhead and her friend and his friends show up. So that's like, I don't know, like, oh, I am a demon to some, an angel to others. And I'm like, angel to who? Who wants to be like, hey, you know what? I want to be the guy that, I want to be like tortured, a little bit pain. Oh, that's always nice, a little bit pain to smile, to light up my day. That's just messed up and weird, kind of thing. I don't see any benefit. I mean, there are some people that's like, I want to feel alive, but you're dead. So if you get tortured, if you get captive, you still feel alive. You're not alive! So So that makes all that kind of thing going out of waters. Anyway, after this, after all of this, we're not done. Oh no, 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 no. Kind of thing. Because now she convinces Pinhead that, like, Frank escaped. You let Frank escape. Is that not a bad thing? You know, you're in hell, demon spawn, or whatever you are right now. You're one kind of demon that cannot go to hell, apparently. Kind of thing. You're stuck in this box, apparently. So, you want Frank back, right? You want Frank back. I know you want Frank back. Somehow he escaped, and I'm gonna bring you Frank. You know, kind of thing. He's like, okay, but if you cross me, oh, you're gonna see a world more painful than you're already gonna have. I'm just saying. So she's like, okay. So she goes to the kind of thing, even though wanted to tell her father. This one, Frank and the woman is like, she's gonna tell it kind of thing to, no, she's wanna tell it first to Frank, you know, her father. She wants to first tell it to her. So that's when he apparently gets the better of the guy and skins him like his whole skin of Frank, his own brother, gets ripped apart, ripped out of, and he's flesh again. With somebody else's flesh on, that kind of thing. He keeps that kind of thing to pretend like kind of thing, and then making her think she is insane, but she isn't. And then she finds out her psychopath. She goes kind of running towards up, sees the body of her dead father that's skinned alive. And that's where it's like a kind of thing. She's like, no, you cannot have my father. Like, I have that kind of thing. Like, you cannot have my father kind of thing. So she goes back, trying to get kind of thing, and eventually able to trick Frank to go in the room when Pinhead shows up, and then Frank is like, you tricked me! And then Pinhead says like, this is not something you want to see. This is not for the fate of Harnett. And he gets ripped apart again, kind of thing. I think the thing is that everybody gets ripped apart, back put together. That to me thinking on this machine in hell from Lucifer, like not the TV show, but the DC kind of thing further ago. And there was this machine that Odin had to go through in hell. To kind of thing to fix his horn, but he didn't want to let go, so he had to go through it as well. And he was all ripped apart, kept a grip on it, ripped apart, put back together, all that kind of thing. So he had all kind of thing, but Odin didn't let go, so he could let the hunt begin. Kind of thing. He didn't trust Lucifer, and that's like this hell kind of thing. I was fascinated by a machine that literally rip people apart and put them back together. That would also be a good thing to have, like the goblin, the twisted goblin kind of thing. Somebody trying kind of thing, being twisted into this creature called the goblin. Like a really, like you see his stuff on his skull kind of thing here, but he's so thin as something. He has either like his fingers are longer kind of thing. His whole finger is longer. His head is like this goblin, but also the skin of a human kind of thing. That would be like my horror kind of thing. Yes, I'm just made up my own horror movie kind of thing with a machine from Lucifer. Anyway, so after this, after she able to trick him to get Frank kind of thing, she still has the cube, and he says like, yeah, I'm maybe gonna let you alive, but maybe it's not a certainty. So she tries to get that back to thing while they're trying to kill her now. On this point, and they're trying to kill her. The other kind of Pinhead and his friends try to kill her. She able to do that to send Pinhead back, to send the other creatures back, till she was almost killed by while the whole freaking thing is collapsing. She able to do the whole thing back together, and when it's back together, she runs out. She, with her new boyfriend that she has been flirting with this movie, kind of thing. And then they're like, okay, everything got destroyed. Now we have to get rid of this. They try to burn it, but then this guy that she earlier came across in her in this bed kind of thing that started eating stuff. This a guy with a little beard that seems like he's homeless. And literally would eat anything, so long he can, kind of thing. And he is there and just jumps into that fire to get that Pinhead cube thingy. And then he burns, but then it's discovered he's a kind of skeleton dragon kind of thing. And I'm like, holy shit! I expected him to be a demon or something. Kind of thing, or something that could not be burned, but a dragon! Oh, a skeleton dragon! I was like, wow, what an ending! So he flies off, and then somehow the end thing is somebody else is gonna have it. Like, here is kind of thing. There are like 7 movies of it, kind of thing, and I think I'm gonna watch the others also. But anyway, so yes, this is like a first good start of the movie. I enjoyed kind of thing, Hellraiser. I liked there were demons kind of thing, that they are made or once were human. Like in this movie, I love that Frank was actually the big villain that tries to get to. And like first you're like, oh, that's, I mean, of course, but then it's like he is desperate. But then you see it's like, oh no, he's just an asshole. He deserves to be in hell. He deserves to be ripped apart, kind of thing. I mean, certainly now, kind of thing. Anyway, so yes, this one is a solid. I'm gonna give it. I'm here thinking about a 10, but then I'm like, yeah, would I really give this a 10? It was good, but the characters I was like, yeah. But then again, the Pinhead kind of thing. But then what kind of hooks is the only touch it did too. So it's kind of thing. I like it for the lore that could be on this, and there is going to be lots of lore. So I'm gonna give it a 9.9. I'm not gonna give it an actually 9, but I also don't want to give it. It's better than Space, Color of Space, I think. So. Sure, maybe I give that one a much bigger rating. Maybe I give this kind of thing a lower rating than that, but I still feel like it's better than Hellraiser is better kind of thing than some other movies that I already watched from a horror. And yeah, what's your guys' thoughts about it? Maybe give it a 9.2. Yeah, let's go with that. It's like 9.2. It's pretty good. I feel like the rest of the movies is going to really explore even more about this universe with Hellraiser, because there's literally 7 movies. It's one of those movies. You don't see that every day anymore. You don't see those movies that have like this iconic villain coming kind of becoming a thing. There was Freddy Krueger, there was Jason Voorhees, there was even Michael Myers, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the guy. There was the Evil Dead, but the main character that really became iconic was kind of was the Ash kind of thing. So there are some iconic characters that come from the 90s and the 80s kind of thing. Freddy Krueger, like those characters, but now you don't see that so much often, like new characters. If I'm wrong, let me know which one became iconic the last 10 years. I really want to know if I missed somebody that was in a horror kind of genre became very iconic, because I could be wrong. Like, oh yeah, of course that one. It's like, I could be that one. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review of Hellraiser, and I hope to see my Goblin Nation in the next one. Goodbye, good night.
Then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.